Could Kyle Kuzma be the next big addition to the Golden State Warriors? Rumors of a potential trade are swirling, and this move could change the course of our season. But is it really worth it? Let's break it all down right now. The Golden State Warriors are currently in a state of uncertainty following Klay Thompson's departure earlier this summer. The front office made attempts to bring in big names like Paul George and Lauri Markkanen, but those deals didn't go through. Still, they did acquire important reinforcements for Steve Kerr's rotation, including DeAnthony Melton, Kyle Anderson, and Buddy Hield, adding depth to the roster. However, there's a sense that the job is far from complete. Further moves could happen in the coming months, and that's where Kyle Kuzma's name enters the picture. According to journalist Eric Pincus of Bleacher Report, Kyle Kuzma could become an interesting target for the Warriors, especially if the team decides to consolidate some of its young talents. With 3 years left on his 4-year, $90 million contract, Kuzma has already proven himself as one of the league's most consistent forwards, being a standout during his time in Washington. His ability to fit into various tactical situations makes him a coveted asset for any team with championship ambitions. Now, just imagine Kuzma wearing the Warriors jersey. Wouldn't that be amazing? But before we continue, make sure to subscribe to the channel and leave a like to stay up to date with all the Warriors rumors and news. There's a lot more coming, and you don't want to miss out. Eric Pincus points to a scenario where the San Francisco franchise could consider a trade involving Jonathan Kuminga and Moses Moody. If the Warriors aren't willing to pay Kuminga and Moody, perhaps they can relocate them to the Washington Wizards for Kyle Kuzma, Pincus wrote. He also mentions that other players like Kevin Looney and Gary Payton II could be included to make the trade viable. While roster space could be an issue for the Wizards, with a bit of creativity in the negotiations, there are real possibilities for this move to materialize. It's worth remembering that Kyle Kuzma had an excellent season with the Wizards. In 70 games, he averaged 22.2 points, 6.6 rebounds, and 4.2 assists, with an impressive 46.3% field goal percentage and 33.6% from three-point range. A player with that kind of versatility and consistency would be a great addition to the Warriors, providing Steve Kerr with a reliable frontcourt option. Kuzma's potential to join the starting lineup increases our chances of returning to NBA title contention. However, we know that negotiations are never simple. To acquire Kuzma, Golden State would need to be willing to part with some of its young talents. Kuminga and Moody represent the future of the franchise, and giving them up requires a thorough analysis of the trade's cost-benefit. The Warriors' front office would have to carefully evaluate whether Kuzma's arrival truly outweighs the loss of two such promising players. Additionally, there's the financial impact to consider. Kuzma has $3.1 million in unlikely incentives in his contract, and while the Warriors can stay below the first tax apron this year and next when adding him, the move would still require considerable financial maneuvering. It would take a lot of creativity from the front office to make the numbers work without harming the team's long-term salary flexibility. However, if there is mutual interest in bringing Kuzma to the Bay Area, the Warriors have enough assets to negotiate with the Wizards. Kevin Looney and Gary Payton II could be part of the package, and as we know, Golden State's front office isn't afraid to take risks when they believe a player can make a significant impact on the team. The moment now is for reflection and strategy. Is it worth sacrificing part of the future for a chance at another title in the present? One thing is for sure, Kuzma would bring a new dimension to the Warriors' game. His ability to score both inside and outside the paint, along with his solid defensive performance, could be the missing factor to make the team more complete and balanced. Throughout his career, he has shown he can adapt to different playing styles and roles within a system. In Steve Kerr's tactical scheme, Kuzma could be the key piece to give the team the versatility it needs, especially in taller lineups. There are still many questions to be resolved before this trade becomes a reality. The price to be paid and the financial implications are significant obstacles. But if the Warriors see Kuzma as the talent that can elevate the team to the next level, we might see some moves happening soon. Meanwhile, what remains for us fans is to wait and hope that the front office makes the right choices to keep our team always in the fight for the top. So, Dub Nation, what do you think about this potential trade involving Kuzma? Is it worth giving up our young talents for such a versatile and experienced player? Leave your opinions in the comments. And if you're not subscribed yet, you know what to do. Subscribe to the channel, activate notifications, and drop a like. Let's keep following every step of the Warriors on their path to another championship.